Little People, Big Dreams, Bruce Lee, written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Vergara. This is the story of a little boy born in San Francisco. His parents named him Lee John Fang, but the nurse at the hospital gave him the name that became famous, Bruce. He was a young boy when his family moved back to Hong Kong, where his dad was a well-known opera star. Soon Bruce followed in his footsteps and became a child actor. Bruce was a lazy student who didn't like going to school much, but he was very interested in martial arts. He wanted to learn the secrets of Wing Chun, a sort of kung fu taught by an old grandmaster. Bruce was good at almost anything, from boxing and fencing to dancing the cha-cha, a Latin dance that everybody wanted to learn, and that he grew up to master. But Bruce also had a talent for fighting on the streets and messing with the local gangs. One day, his parents decided to send him back to America to keep him out of trouble. The night before his departure, Bruce made a promise to become a better person. He knew that mistakes can be forgiven if one has the courage to admit it. He crossed the Pacific Ocean as a cha-cha teacher, and once in the US, he studied philosophy and got a job teaching Wing Chun to his fellow students. Once he graduated, Bruce opened 3 martial arts schools on the West Coast, where he mixed the best of what he had learned to create his own combat method, Jeet Kune Do. He was so fast that one time he knocked out an opponent with 15 punches and a kick in a fight that only lasted 11 seconds. It was said he could catch a grain of rice in midair with his chopsticks. Bruce got a part in a TV series, but he struggled to make it to the big screen in Hollywood. So he returned to Hong Kong, where he was offered the main role in his first martial arts movie. He fought with the grace of a dancer and the charm of an actor. And soon he was even writing, directing, and producing his own movies. Bruce made martial arts so popular that Hollywood finally gave him the opportunity he had longed for. He became the most famous Asian American movie star ever. When he played Lee in Enter the Dragon, the king of kung fu movies. And by having faith in himself and never giving up, little Bruce became a hero for everyone, and the person he always dreamed he would be. Lee Jong-fan came into the world in the year of the dragon in a hospital in San Francisco. He was given the English name Bruce by a nurse. His parents were on tour there with the Chinese opera, but in the 1940s they moved back to Hong Kong. His dad was an opera star, and Bruce followed in his starry footsteps to act in films, around 20 in his childhood alone. Bruce was also a natural dancer. His fancy footwork and skillful balance won him a cha-cha dance title in Hong Kong. But as a teenager, Bruce hung around with local street gangs and learned kung fu as a form of protection. His parents were worried, so they sent him to America to live with family friends. In America, Bruce took up work as a dance instructor and finished high school. He then enrolled in college to study philosophy while also teaching martial arts. Bruce eventually opened his own martial arts school. He loved teaching his students in a style he called Jeet Kune Do. It was a mixture of Asian kung fu, fencing, boxing, and philosophy. After giving a demonstration at a tournament, Bruce attracted the attention of television bosses. He was cast in a TV series called The Green Hornet as a sidekick. After the series was cancelled, Bruce struggled to find acting work. So he moved to Hong Kong and starred in films that broke box office records. He used this success to form his own production company and wrote, directed, and starred in his own films. One, Enter the Dragon became a US box office smash and made Bruce an international movie star. Sadly, he died suddenly after it was made. Bruce is now credited as the actor, director, martial artist, and philosopher who changed Asian representation in 20th century American film. The end.